I took a solo trip to Madrid, Spain last September. Let's talk about it. Here I am at the airport. I was determined to be a carry-on personal item queen, y'all. I did not want to spend a bunch of money on luggage. If you have ever flown overseas, then you know, or out of the country somewhere, most of those trips tend to be overnight trips, all day sort of things. I love that. It doesn't bother me. I love everything about travel. I love being on the plane. My vacation starts at the airport, y'all. I treat them like malls. I sit down for dinner. I go shopping. I do a bunch of stuff, right? So I wanted that extra money to do that. And I was convinced that I could do it. I flew American Airlines. It was my first time ever flying American Airlines because normally I am a Delta girl. But American Airlines had a deal. So I decided to go with them. And I was nervous, but it was a good flight, you guys. So let's continue. And just to show you how much I love to travel, here I am dressed, y'all. Travel day is an event for me. I am not kidding. This is once I boarded the plane at JFK Airport. This was my long flight that was going to take me to Madrid. So this was my overnight flight. As you can see, they've got me ready. I've got a little pillow here. I've got a blanket. I cannot remember if it came with like the little eye mask covers or not. I had some that I had brought with me. Honestly, I rarely use them, guys, but I did have them. This was my second connection. So I want to say I went from Alabama to Washington and from Washington to New York. I think I got that right. And then from New York to Madrid. Here is my lacto-vegetarian meal. Y'all, it's full of carbs, but when I tell you it was so good. Y'all, it was so good, okay? I don't know if you can see it, and maybe there's cheese in there, maybe there's something. That pasta was so thick and creamy. Like, I kid you not. It was amazing. I took an Uber from the airport and arrived in my hotel. I stayed at Hotel Atlantico in Madrid. It was right off of Gran Via Street, or right on Gran Via. I did a lot of research and I found that for my price range and also for what I was looking for my adventure there, I knew I wanted to be somewhere where there was a lot of shopping, also somewhere where there was more people there. I don't know why I felt like there would be more safety in something like that. At least somebody would see what went on if something happened. That was just my thinking. So I wanted to be on a very popular and busy street. I wanted to do shopping. I wanted to have that city feel and then kind of go out for like different feels or whatever. But I knew I was mainly going to be eating, shopping, especially since I was going to be alone. Also, everyone at the hotel, as far as like the concierge and the managers, everyone was so nice. They spoke English very well. They treated me kindly. I felt no indifference. If they had any, they did a good job of hiding it. So, yeah. And I thought my room was so cute. I stayed in a single twin room. This is the bed. This is my view when I opened up my window in my room. It was like an eternal window that showed this view from like inside the hotel, like the little courtyard area of the hotel. This is the bathroom, which I thought was very nice. It's a nice little tub and shower combo. This is me where you can see a little bit more of the room, a little bit more of the bathroom. There is a flat screen TV there that pulls out, and that white desk there is actually the vanity. I had gone out earlier that day. Once I got there, I purchased that jacket from Zara because, y'all, it was a lot colder. I went end of September. It was a lot colder than I expected it to be. So I needed a jacket, y'all. I purchased that jacket from Zara. I'm sorry, that jacket from H&M, and I got the shoes from Zara. And I had 4 p.m. reservations for a restaurant called Bloom. I was really excited about it, and so that's where I'm headed. Bloom was so cute, you guys, and the food was amazing. The food and the drink, amazing. Vegan and vegetarian options, so cute. Even down to the box that my check came in, y'all. After the restaurant, I went and popped in the El Cortez Ingles Mall, and then I went back to my hotel. This is the rooftop from the hotel that I stayed in. And then I went back to the room for taking the day to really take in the fact that I am out the country by myself, right? And to get started and ready for the next day. Day 2, I got up early. I went to Honest Greens for breakfast. And oh my gosh, y'all, it was so amazing. Also, look at how cute the inside of this restaurant is. This is the Honest Greens. After that, I was able to stumble across the San Miguel market. And then, of course, I stopped by the Chocolateria and I got some churros and hot chocolate with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. And it was so good. I had a tour lined up for this day as well. So here I am on the Madrid and Royal Palace walking tour. Everything was incredibly beautiful. I highly recommend. Here I am outside after the tour with my selfie stick. I had reservations at Agua Panela. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I probably am. Really jungle-like feel. All the restaurants were so cute. I had a drink and an appetizer because they did not have a lot of vegetarian options. When I got home, I had some chocolates on my pillow. When I got back to the hotel, I decided to go up to our rooftop bar for a sangria and some light refreshments before calling it a night and preparing for the next day. Next day, I was up early to board my plane to Barcelona to spend the day. I arrived after an Uber ride from the airport to the park. I arrived at my tour of the Park Güell. I think that's how I pronounce it. Park Güell, and the Sagrada Familia. The park was beautiful, you guys. And my dress matching the background in this seating area that was handcrafted. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. After the park, I made my way over to the La Sagrada Familia. Forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. The Holy Temple. It was beautiful. Beautiful. Once the tour was completed, I made my way over to the infamous rooftop bar with an amazing view, and someone there was kind enough to take a picture for me. And they offered too, because they saw me with my little selfie stick and they were like, "Girl, we gotta take a picture for you, okay?" Here's more. So beautiful. And the food was good. As you can see, my drink is about gone. It was a pina colada. I had a snack and then a dessert. Made it back to Madrid later on that night. Here I am the next day up early at the Starbucks, right? Trying to get my day started because I had a full day tour in Toledo. Toledo was beautiful. Once again, someone was kind enough to take a picture of me. The cathedral, the synagogue, the Sanctum Church, all of that in Toledo was amazing. Once I made it back to Madrid from Toledo, I stopped by Sensissimo. It's a vegan restaurant. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but it was delicious. I also did some shopping and then went back to the hotel to get ready for the next day. Next day, I was able to sleep in a little bit before grabbing some brunch at Zenith. And yes, it's safe to say that Spanish food has ruined the United States for me. Later on that day, I was able to do some shopping. I headed to El Retiro Park. I stopped by Vega, the vegan restaurant, got a beet burger, and then I headed in early, called it a night, and got me some chocolate via Uber Eats. Overall, I had an amazing time. It was an incredible trip. I'm so glad that I got to do it. I would recommend it for anyone Who has been wanting to take a trip by themselves? 10 out of 10.